All right, so we're recording. Thank you for letting me know because we wouldn't go the entire session without recording. So
Yeah.
what I said, like, don't literally, because yesterday we talked about in the back testing that sometimes even markets in a sale, sometimes it doesn't make sense to look for a sale, you know.
Yeah.
And if you already know how to take the trade, don't feel bad because you go against the market structure, because there's people that just make money out of the market by taking counter trend trades that they don't
Yeah.
even go with the trend. They always goes against the trend, and they're making a living out of that. So it doesn't matter if you're going against the trend or going with the trend, because like I said yesterday, it didn't make sense sometimes. It doesn't make sense sometimes to take buy or sales, even though the market's in a sale. You know, here it didn't make sense to look for a sale. So, for example, here, down here, or even here, it didn't make sense to look for a sell because market went too low already.
Hmm.
We swapped those liquidity here from the 4 hour. So definitely market's looking to do a pullback. So if I know that, I had to do two things. I stay away from this and I wait for the market to do his pullback and then be ready to look for the bot for the sale, or I get involved into taking a kind of trade. But for that, you guys already know the steps and the strategy. And
And
it
it
works
also
great when
have,
you do that, but it's all about how you apply it and how you do it. So don't feel bad because you take a kind of trade because it makes sense to look for a kind of trade today. You know what I'm saying?
and it
Yeah, and
also
I
had
was
that
more.
big drop from the news yesterday.
Um,
It also had like yesterday that big drop from
exactly,
CPI.
exactly. So
Yeah.
at some point, market had to do a pullback. Simple. So and it doesn't like the same thing that we did yesterday on the class. Like, okay, we're in a daily order block. Yeah, I'm looking for buys, but does it make sense for me to look for a buy here? No. So I either do two things. I look for sales. I know I'm gonna go against the market structure here, but I'm gonna go for the one makes more sense right now, or just stay away and wait for the market to get away, and then be ready to look for my trend with the trend, my trade with the trend. If it makes sense.
Mhm.
All right. So
But
no, if you
I have a question here more about the planning. So what I have in my plan is, for example, in London, I will be looking at two pairs, and in New
mm-hmm,
York, I will be looking at two pairs. But even
mm-hmm,
if I'm looking at two pairs, I will take only one trade, the one with it fits more with the confirmations. I
mm-hmm,
will take, if I, for example, in London, I'm looking, for example, this trade we're talking about US 30 now. If I was looking at gold and this US 30, the gold one was perfect with all the confirmations. I will be looking here in US 30 now. I just take the gold one and I
So
forget
just
about US 30.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's something
So
that's
one
what I
trade.
that's basically what I do. So even though I have two pairs, I'm gonna go with the one that make more that are more aligned with my criterias. If I'm looking for something with the trend, and I know I have US 30 that are on a downtrend, but it doesn't make sense to look for the sale. But I have another hand, I have gold, which is literally with the trend, with all my confluences. So I'm gonna go for gold because it makes more sense. And I'm gonna feel better and more confident to take something with the trend than against the trend. So that's something that's the way you can approach things as well. But with this, doesn't I don't want to say you guys that taking a kind of trade is not gonna work because I do it myself. Yesterday I took a buy on US 30. I think was on the group. We took a buy on US 30. I think was, or what's that goal? I don't know. I remember I went against the market structure. So sometimes even though the trend is on it's in a downtrend or on a sell or bearish, you have to understand like, okay, today it's not gonna be the best trade for me to look for a sell. At least not right now as market it is, because it's in a level that doesn't make sense and here and there. So you do that two things, or either look a couple of pairs and decide which one makes more sense based on the strategy and based on the confluences, or just go with again take a trade against the market structure, and or just stay away, don't take any trade that day, you know. Any other question, guys?
Oh,
Good.
Everything is clear for everybody here?
yep.
Today I was stopped out on the US 30 and that you were showing for
Yesterday?
pips. Yes, today at 1 p.m. is time.
1
Or
p.m.?
in the news, yes, in the news I was stopped out for pips. Maybe I should
Which
put,
one? Which one? Where exactly? 1 p.m. you
US
said, right?
30, US 30.
Yeah, I'm on US 30. So
Over
what
there.
time was it?
On your right, here, there,
Here.
there, yeah. Yes,
So you
in
look for
the-
what? For a sell here?
No, buy, for buy.
Okay.
I
So
took
where
a
you
buy.
where exactly you took it here? So I can it makes sense for me to see exactly.
Okay, the one breakout on my favor.
Right
over
here.
there.
Where exactly?
You should
Right
move.
here.
You should move. Yes, you have the one. Then you have two candles gone down, and you have the liquidity over there.
Yeah.
And then grab liquidity and tap the order block there
Mhm.
in 5 minutes, and then wait for the price action. Yes, exactly. And then move 2 candles, please. Already you have an entry, a possible entry. One more,
Yeah.
please.
You take it here?
There. No. Yeah.
Or you took it all the way high this
I
high
mean, I
here?
would have taken,
No,
I would have taken it here.
in the black. Yes.
You took it here in the block?
No.
Yes.
Or yes, that's in the violet.
How many pips do you give the trade?
I have I put 40, but 40 pips, but my entry was upper.
Right here?
Yeah, and then yes, and then yes, what else? A bit more, please, a bit more.
Right here.
And then at 2 p.m. there was news and get me out for a pip.
So
Hey,
here,
there.
so
There.
yeah, but that everything was great here. The only thing is I wouldn't do is like, first of all, here you enter a little bit high.
Yeah.
Because the stop loss is not kind of covered too well here. But remember, I think you missed something. Today there was news at 8:30. So that means on news days, we have to give it a 50 pips.
Yeah.
Because it's more volatile the market. So here instead of 40 pips, you should have give it a 50 pip because that's what we have on the trading plan. So if you would have give it a 50 pips and maybe, just maybe here, would have wait for it a little bit pullback, would have taken a little bit more down, you would have a good trade here and wouldn't get stopped out here, But everything was great. Like everything was great. The only thing is I see like you could take it too high and you should have wait for maybe a better entry just to have a better stop loss. And plus you should have, I give you guys like the trading plan with the stop loss because I've been doing this for 3.5 years and I know when there's news, most of the time 40 pips is not gonna be enough. It's gonna be 50 or a little bit more sometimes, but 50 is gonna be like what I seen that works the best. So every time you have news, make sure that those 50 pips are there. Even though it might not, necessary. Maybe you take a trade here and you see like 40 pips is enough. Don't do it. Just give it a 50 pips because it's more volatile and market can do this type of thing, which just can stop you out and then continue your way for a couple of pips. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Right.
I stopped working today.
Well, but that's great. That was a great trade. That was a great execution here. So it was just a matter of maybe better entry, maybe a little more pullback, or give it the 50 pips. If you would have done that, you would have killed it today. But that's something that happens for you to learn. Okay.
Okay.
So any other question, guys? Anybody that took a trade might not didn't play out its way, so we can read. We can check it.
I had a good.
You have
sorry.
one?
Oh, I thought somebody was about to speak, but no, the one I was saying I took towards the end of the day. I thought everything played out, and I thought
Which one? Gold or US 30?
Gold. I executed at 435, 1635.
435, 3, 2. 430. Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So where exactly you saw here? Because I don't see anything to take a buy here.
Yeah, I probably screwed the whole thing up.
Yeah, because here
Yeah.
I see market pushing up. You get FOMO. I think that you got FOMO here. That's what I think that you got. You got FOMO because
Yeah.
you kind of thinking market, play out without you
Yeah.
being involved.
Yeah.
And you took a trade here with not confirmation, because if I would have taken a trade, I would have waited for the market to grab liquidity at least here, at least below here, okay, on the high and low, and wait for a liquidity grab and an order block for me to get involved. Maybe something like this. You see, it maybe go to here, but it never gave us a confirmation here. Market just going up. So this is the type of thing you had to work a lot and be literally, tie your hands here, because sometimes you're gonna see the market moving like that. And I know at first you guys are gonna go through that process, because I did, that you're feeling like you missing a great trade and you want to get involved and you're gonna be chasing the price. But that's why we have a trading plan and we have a strategy to follow with a blueprint. So even though market's pushing aggressively there, don't get anxious to take it on take a trade if it doesn't show up your strategy or the steps here, because definitely you're gonna have this type of thing. You're gonna lose a trade and you're gonna feel even worse, because you're gonna start blaming yourself, because you already know that you took a bad trade because you got FOMO. You got let the emotions to control you, and you start chasing the price. So
Hi. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear.
Oh, okay. I lost my connection.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so I think I took it somewhere, let me see, 435, probably somewhere around here. And then
Yeah.
it pushed up, and then
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it just dropped.
Yeah, you definitely chase the price there.
তুমি যাবা বললো না
You definitely chase the
যাও
price there. All right. So sometimes when you do that, that's
So-
what the market always gonna do, that kind of stuff. Like if you chase it, they're gonna tell you. I always have that thing that happens to me, that sometimes one day I decided, you know what? I want to take a trade here because I feel like it's gonna go my way. And market, remember, you how to follow your trading plan, and I lose that trade, and that's good that I lose it, because if I lose it, I know how to keep my trading plan. I don't want to have bad habit. So that's the thing that you guys have to avoid here to do, because if you would have play out, the next time you see it, you're gonna take it. But as you lose it, now you cannot take it like that, and that gonna keep you more disciplined, because every time you get away, you get out of the trading plan and the strategy, you're gonna start losing trades, and it's good to happen that you lose. It's bad to say that, but it's good because you don't start building bad habits. Because if you would have play out, the next day you would have tried to do the same thing. I don't know if it makes sense.
Can
Oh,
you can you explain the mistake here? I wasn't connected.
All right. So he said that he took a buy here. See? Right here. He took a buy right here. So
Okay.
sorry. Right here. So if you look at this here,
I took
there's
the
no
buy.
reason.
I took the buy on the 1635 candle, the 435 candle.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit more into around here, right? I mean, either way, like, you would have taken even here. It would have been bad.
Yes, that was where I took it, but yeah.
So here you guys can see that we don't have anything. The market's just pushing up. I think, like, I just comment on him that he might be FOMO, that he got into that fear of missing out, that he saw the market pushing like this, and he want to get involved into that trade, even though there was not set up for him there. And that's the type of thing we had to avoid. Okay.
What is the order block there? In which order the block the price touched?
This one right here. But even though
No,
you
the
have an
order
order block top here,
Oh, there. Okay.
you don't have any confirmation. You don't have a liquidity grab. You don't have a pullback. He took the trade based on pushing, and it wasn't like the best. I mean, it wasn't not the best trade. It wasn't that trade at all. It wouldn't be. We cannot do this type of thing here. We had to wait for the confirmation. A good entry would have been here. You see, liquidity grab. That would be a great trade. Liquidity grab, order block, and break right here. That would be your entry.
I marked down one, but I missed it, and I posted in the group if anybody was able to take it because I was driving at the time. Yeah, I had that one ready to go, but then I put the phone down.
That wouldn't be a good trade. Here, just a FOMO thing or over trading. And,
Yeah.
you know,
As,
but that's
but,
like I said, it's a good thing that happens, you know.
So
Yeah.
if we are in an uptrend, we don't have it is not more probabilities to take a trade if we wait for a bit of break of structure. Like for example, here the trade you're saying there is no break of structure because it's an uptrend, no?
Which one?
This one you showed, this one.
So here, I mean, it's a good trade to do that because you wait for a pullback. When you're looking for a setup, first of all, you always have to wait for any setup that you're looking to look for. You have to wait for liquidity grab. So
Mhm.
here, we don't have anything. You know, we don't have any other confirmation, not even one. So you know, it's not a good trade. So if you're gonna be looking at a trade for it that's doing this kind of thing, then you definitely have to wait for the market to give you a pullback and all the confirmation for you to look for the setup. Okay. So so yeah, like you have to wait for a pullback or liquidity grab, you know, or give you a break. Like one break is just liquidity, you know, or a pullback right here. Make sense?
Yeah, perfect. Make perfect sense.
Clear.
All right. Any
Yeah,
other
so-
questions? Anybody want to go through a trade that might take that didn't play out?
I have one trade like in gold.
You have what?
Like
Cutting
I
off,
entered
man.
one trade.
Can you speak up because it's kind of cutting off?
Yeah, is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah.
Yeah, in gold at around 11 a.m. I observed one trade. Like
1 a.m. 1 p.m.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Okay, let me just go into 11 a.m. So yeah. So you took this buy here, right?
No, I missed that. Like after this one here, I took here around here from
You took it here, the entry here?
yes.
Yeah. So here, not a good entry. Why? Because if you put your stop loss even at 30 pips, you're in the middle of nowhere here. You see? So here it wouldn't make sense for you to take the buy, even though it has everything. You have the liquidity grab right here, right? You have the order block top here. You have a double bottom thing. Market never do a second break, so it give you a break right here, and then go up.
No,
Even it has
here it is from another break of this here it is like it is from another bearish candle and it is a break above that bearish candle. There I entered
okay. So here, like this.
here. No, not
Yeah.
here.
I mean, we didn't have any break here. So if you took it here, there was no break here.
No,
So you mean
after this candle.
this one?
Yeah, with this one.
So you take it here or above here?
No, like I waited for the pullback, but it is never pullback, so I didn't take like if it is give pullback, can I take that?
So all depends on the stop loss. In this case, yeah, I might not enter my full position. So like say if I'm like just like said, I wouldn't be you guys. If I'm gonna be risking a 1% per trade, I wouldn't take the whole percent here because I wouldn't want to see the market to do a pullback more into this level. So I wouldn't take it either way because I still have a good stop loss covering here. I wouldn't my enter half percentage, and I wouldn't wait for the market to give me a better pullback into the level to enter the rest. And I go with just 1/2% in this case. You know what I'm saying? So you would have you could have taken it. That would be fine because you have all the confirmation and everything, as I said. And the only thing is like I'm seeing like it's too high here. I wouldn't enter all my positions. Like I said, I will take maybe half, and then I would have saved couple of then when market do an entire pullback, and that would be the best setup right here. But besides that, you would have taken it here and would be fine for you to take it as I'm explaining right now with maybe not the whole percentage, but maybe with some percentage just to be kind of safe.
Okay.
Vlad, I have a question, but the better entry was before
Here.
11.
What was that?
No, before two candles before.
You see this
Yeah.
one here?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for me,
No,
would it be here?
no,
to be
should
honest.
be
here,
here.
there, exactly there. Yeah, that was the entry.
That would
And
that would
still-
be the entry for me right here.
Yeah.
That would be the entry.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I
still
marked, I marked that.
you have to put the like to re-entry here.
Yeah. But here, like I said, yeah, you could also do a re-entry here. But like I said,
Like-
if you enter here, like with the pullback right here, you would be kind of, maybe the spread. Like if you use those kind of broker that do huge spread, then you would stop out. Mine doesn't have a spread. I do buy based on commission. So I would be probably safe here with my stop loss because I don't have a spread. But but either way, would it take it here? I said, but the good entry would have been right here. That's would be the best entry because you have the liquidity grab, you have the topping into the order block, you have the double bottom and the break. That would be the entry right there. This one is not bad. Like I said, it's good. The only difference between this and this one is that I might just be more careful with the
Stop loss.
stop loss because yeah, it's good to take it here, but like I said, I wouldn't take the whole position just to be safe. I would have opened a couple of positions and then I would have wait for the market to give me a pullback. If it does, then I enter more position. If not, I just go with the ones that I have and I still make some profit, but I might not do it with the full position. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was a good setup. It was a good analysis here. So it was a good thing. Okay. Which is the good thing here. If you got the right direction, everything was right here. The analysis, the reason behind it. And yeah, if you didn't take it because it was too high, then also it was kind of like I said, I would have taken it, but also it's a good decision. It's not always good to just chase the price just because you're having that FOMO. You don't have like the best entry. Always it's about having the best entry for you to take a setup, and for me, would it be here, to be honest? But here as well is good. Okay. Any other question? Anybody that took a trade or anything?
That wasn't my trade, but the Fisky, our colleague Fisky, took a trade on US30 that play out, and
During what time?
Yeah, that we
Yeah.
talked about it. I think that was when you went offline.
Right here, this one.
Let me.
that was around 2 o'clock, between around like 1:30
Let me bring it up.
on 5 minutes.
1:30. So would it be here, around here?
Yeah, that was the buy. That was the buy we talked about. That was at 2 o'clock.
Oh, 2
Two
o'clock.
We already talked about
okay.
it before, no?
But
Yeah,
goal US
that was
30.
the one. US 30. That was the one we covered. I think he dropped off the line when we
Oh,
were
okay.
talking about it. Yeah,
No,
so that was the one.
here. I was here when we talked about it.
Yeah,
So
so that was
if
the one
it's- If it's 2 p.m. here, I don't see anything either. I mean, I see like liquidity grab here, but I
Mhm.
don't see an order block top. So I wouldn't take it. That would be me,
Mhm.
at least, right? I mean, you guys have to just
So-
send it because that's the standard strategy now.
I use this order block,
Which one?
and so I figured this tapped into it, and
Yeah, but you did everything on the wrong way. You market grab liquidity, and then you wait for a break and then order block top. It doesn't have to be like that. It have to be liquidity grab, order block top, and then break. So I cannot do this. Okay.
okay.
Like say something like that. I don't want to see, okay, market grab liquidity here. It doesn't tapping into an order block. It breaks and it tapping into this order block. I'm not gonna take it like that because that's not the way the things goes. It's have to be liquidity grab right here. Boom, tapping into the order block and then the confirmation for the buy. That's how to be here. It play out here, but it doesn't gonna happen like that often, So this type of entry right here, you just like I said, and I get it. You guys are bot testing and everything, but don't chase the price. Don't chase it. Just if it doesn't give you the setup, trust me. you're gonna be more consistent when you learn that when the market doesn't give you your thing, it's better to stay away from the market. Otherwise, you're gonna start losing trades, and then you're gonna say, "Oh, why I'm losing trades?" Because you're not following the trading plan, and that's why we have a trading plan to follow it. So here, that's not set up, and I get it what you did. It's like liquidity, and then but it doesn't have to, it doesn't work like that way. You have to be liquidity grab, order block, and then break. You know, it cannot be
Okay.
liquidity grab, break, order block. Make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then that was specifically why I was hoping we were going to talk about it this evening. So I'm glad we are talking about it, which was why I brought it up earlier. So yeah, I'm glad you kind of re-talked about the correct
Yeah.
order again.
Mhm.
Liquidity grab first, order block, and then look for the confirmation to enter.
Exactly. Like I know like sometimes it's gonna suck because it happens to me that you are waiting for a setup and market go without you. It's gonna suck. It's a really sour taste, but it is what it is. That's that's why 99% of the people don't make it on Forex. Or 90% of the people don't make it on Forex because they chase the price. They get out of the trading plan. They know what they have to do. There's people that I've seen that they say, I have a trading plan, but every single day they say this, they made the same mistakes. Like, I don't know if it makes sense. Like, why the fuck you're gonna do something bad, and the next day you know you did something back, and you're gonna do the same thing over, expecting a different result. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we have a trading plan. This is why we have a strategy. If it's not there, we don't take it. And this is, I'm telling you guys seriously like this, because if you want to be consistent, you have to be exactly what I have taught you so far until now. You cannot change it. If you change it, then you're going to have a different strategy, and then you have to go through back testing until you find how it works. The one that I'm teaching you here, it works over any pair. You guys already went through some back testing, and as much you go on understanding how the strategy works, the more back testing you do, the more patient you are, the more disciplined you are, that win rate is gonna be a skyrocket, because now you're not chasing the price. Anything around yourself or around you is not gonna get you out of control by taking trades, because that happens to me. I'm being serious with you. Like, I used to look at IG and see people taking trades on US30, and I didn't take a trade. And just because he took it, I want to start looking if I did something wrong. But when I just started learning that there's gonna be different strategy out there, and somebody might be finding a setup, but you might not find it. It doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It just means that your strategy is not there. You don't know what strategy he's using, that he took a trade. So that kind of thing, that kind of noise can get you out of control and start making you mistakes that you don't have to be doing. Okay, so let's keep on the plan. Let's keep on the strategy. Let's keep doing the things that we just went through here, and you guys are gonna see the results. Sometimes it's gonna be, like I said, trades that might go without you. That's fine. You take it. You go to come back tomorrow, but at the end of the week, you're gonna see the results on your account, and at that time, you're gonna say, "Damn, it worth the wait, it worth the patience, it worth the discipline." Okay.
Mhm.
So, any other questions, guys? Here, any other
So-
trade or anything?
So just to confirm, so for the liquidity grab, so we have like the bearish, like for like a bullish scenario. So with marking the lowest point of the break of
High low.
the high low, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have like a bearish candle and bullish candle, so we taking this low from the bullish candle, yes, as a liquidity, and this
Yeah,
need
it have to be the lowest point. It doesn't have
Mhm.
to be bearish, or it doesn't care. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's bullish or bearish, the candle. It's have to be the lowest point or the highest point if you're
Okay.
looking for the liquidity grab. So for example, in this case right here, let's do something example here. So you see, what would it be the let me just remove all this here. So what would it be the higher low right here? If you mark up the bearish candle, it's not, because that's not the lowest point. This was the bullish candle, is the lowest point here, and
Okay.
they have a reason behind it. This candle didn't open bullish, it opened bearish, so it created a swing and then closed bullish. So that's the lowest point. So that's have to be your higher low. Once market do a new higher high, if it makes sense.
Yeah, so okay. So the lowest point has to be taken and tapped to the order block before we can think even of any entry.
No, go back again. I didn't get that. What was that?
So the lowest point need to be taken.
Yeah.
The liquidity need to be taken, tap to the order block, and then go. Yes, I know
Exactly.
there's no
Exactly.
order block, yes, but in this order.
Exactly. Have to be in that order. So it have to be, like you said, we have, let's say we have a liquidity grab. We have an order blocker right here. I want to see the market first. Liquidity grab, number 1. Number 2, tapping into the order block, and then the minor break. And that would be the order for you to take the trade. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
Thanks. Thank you.
So now we cannot take like a liquidity first and then break. And no. Liquidity grab, order block tap, and then the break. That's the way things have to go. Okay.
And when we are bearish in an internal structure, but we are waiting for the buys because we are bearish in bullish, so we're gonna buy. The order is we have to wait first for it to tap in our order block, right?
Yeah.
And then to wait for the price react, make a break on our favor, and wait for it to come back for grabbing liquidity.
And
So
order
it's in
block
different
and
order.
then price action. Yeah. So
Okay.
you got it right. Like the order is gonna be okay. Let's say that we're bearish internally. We have an order block right here. So first step, order block top. We had to have an order block right here. Second, we want to see a break in our favor, which it could be the previous lower high or it could be a double bottom. It have to be a break in our favor. Break in our favor, then liquidity, right? Or it could be a higher low right here, liquidity. So break in our favor, liquidity grab, order block top, and then kind of minor break for the buy. That's how to beat things, okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
for me, I understand it much better like this. When it's bearish and I'm waiting for a buy, I see it easier. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
that happens to almost everybody at the beginning, that you're gonna be understanding or reading better like a side of the market. Like there's people that only take sales because they can read it better, but you get used to it. You get used to. It's all about practicing and looking the same thing. Like if you look at for buys, when market is bearish, you look for the same thing. It's just like how you see market, but it's all about like practicing, and there's nothing wrong with that. One thing that I recommend to do, like something that helps me at my beginnings, was flipping the chart. So let me just like so here, so you can see exactly what I meant. So for example, here we're looking for a buy. Just let's do it here, but I'm looking for sales. So what I do is like, we're looking for sales. My bad. So we're looking for sale here. So I'm not good at sales, right? I don't see things clear like at sales. So what I do, I just do Control I. Let me just see. No, Chief Command I in this case. Let me see what the fuck. Or why is not working? Okay, so in my,
want
because I have
inverted
a
graphic?
computer auction I, so it's gonna flip the chart. You see, if you do this, we're looking at the market at bearish, but like say you're not good as right now, you're not good on the sales. You look better at things on buys. So I flip the chart, and now I see the market on buy, even though I'm looking for a sell. And now you can just pretend that you're looking for buys, but you have to keep in mind that you're actually in a sell. This is just a market flip, and you do your markup like this, and it's gonna help you because you can read better charts on buys. I don't know if it makes sense. That's something that helps me on my beginnings.
I
I
need
have the same.
this.
Yeah, I have the same. Yes, I can read
I
price better
struggle on
buys.
sales.
All right, so
What's it?
if you guys
the
do it like that, at the
combination?
beginning, I had the same problem, like the same thing. What I did is just do my flip, and until I get used to it. So I flip it, and now I see market like it's buy. But that's something that you have to keep in mind, because I actually bring down a couple of thousand thinking like I was actually in a buy, but I was actually in a sell. But I flip it, and I said, "What? I actually on a sell market." But you can see it here. And you do your markups, and when you go back again, you see your markup right here. And one thing that I recommend you guys to do is like, once you do the flip and do the markups and everything, like liquidity grab and everything, then you flip it back again and wait for your confirmation. That way you're gonna get used to. In couple of months, couple of weeks, or couple of months or couple of weeks, you're gonna get used to to look at the market sales as well. And you don't want to need this, but this is a good tip you guys can do. That helped me a lot on my beginnings too. When I didn't have
What was
like
what was the combo again?
I think I don't know, like I have options I. So I don't know, like
Okay.
you have to do control I on your computer, but I have right now
Okay.
auction I because I have a Mac keyword.
Mhm.
So I don't know why it's auction, but I think it's alt on our window
Windows.
keyword. So,
Yeah, Alt and I. Yeah,
yeah,
it works.
alt and I, and then that's gonna flip it. So
Great tip.
So,
That's a good one.
Vlad, can you tell me, so if we are bullish and we're looking for the buy, so we wait first liquidity, second order block, and third, then
that's
the
when,
entry, no?
that's when market is not internally bearish. If you're looking for a buy, right?
Better
And
structure.
and market structure is on an uptrend, and internally, meaning on the 5 minutes, market doesn't do like 2 or more breaks. Then you only need a liquidity grab, order block tap, and a simple break. Then you can take the trade. Okay.
Okay.
When you do more than 2 breaks, like you already have the internal bearish, then at that point you have to wait for the tapping into an order block, break on your favor, then liquidity grab, then order block tap, and then another break, and that would be the setup for you.
Perfect. Let's see if we have time enough to see 2 examples in back testing or one.
All right, let's go right here. Just gonna go to send here. We're gonna go for hour here. We're just gonna then New York. This is just go back again. Okay. So right here we have a downtrend, right? So I'm gonna let you guys do the thing here, like we did yesterday.
How did you do to go exactly to 930?
So I go here on go to and I set it up. I go custom
Oh my
settings.
God.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
And then
You
here
saved
you
my
can
life.
do New York session. So when you go to New York session, you're gonna go the timing. So so we trade US 30 at 9:30. I just go here and set up 9:30. I mark it as favor, and I remove
Mhm.
everything because you're gonna have all of this. So I remove everything. I just leave New York because I want to just trade New York. Go here, and then once you do that, you have to change here depending on the time you are, and then you go here and you do New York, because if you don't do that, then you're not gonna see like the timing here right. It's gonna do like 11 or 13, you know, and you're gonna get confused right there. But if you go here right there here and go to New York and do here, like I said, the custom settings, then you're gonna be looking at, you know, time and everything right. Okay. So here what we have, as you guys can tell me here. What we're looking for here.
For
Here
buys.
is for sales, I think, in this case.
No, you think no. Just have to be something clear.
Yeah, I
So
see
for
two,
buys, yeah.
two.
So
I see 2 breaks.
so his buy or sells?
I see sales, but it's tapping in a 4 hours, 4 hour order block right here as well.
Yeah, but we're in a sell right here. Okay. So yeah, we are in our order block right here, but we're in a sell, so we're gonna mark up this order block right here.
Mm.
I'm gonna go to the 1 hour. So we have what on the 1 hour? Bearish right here still, right?
There is, mhm.
So here we have right here this order block. So we don't have to mark it up because it's overlapping with the 4 hour one. So we don't have to mark it up. But we have a
Alright.
lower high on the 1 hour, so we have liquidity here, right?
Mhm.
Right? So we're gonna go to the 15 minutes now. I don't have to go to 15 minutes, but we're gonna do that. Okay. So 15 minutes also with bearish. So what I saw market here doing is like grab liquidity here. Right? And we have our order block right here, which market tap into it. So this is liquidity on 15 and grab liquidity and tapping into this order block. Now we're gonna go to the 5 minutes and we're gonna see exactly what market's doing. So here, who can tell me what market did on the 5 minutes?
He grab liquidity, and then this could be a sell here.
You sure? Always count the pull. What market did on the pullback. Always pay attention to the details on the pullbacks.
We have a
grab
break
liquidity.
and to the uptrend direction.
You have two breaks, right? So you have,
Mhm.
we have break here. And we have a break here. So we have two breaks and even three breaks. So internally we're bullish. So grab liquidity, but we're already bullish here. So what we need to do here for us to take the trade, if somebody can tell me.
Wait the second break in the downstream. Downstream.
No. We're looking for sales, right? Mark internally on the pullback has two breaks or more. So now what we need to do, it
Break
went
of
to our order block.
structure again.
Wait to the break of structure on our favor, then liquidity grab.
Exactly. So we have the break here in our favor. We have liquidity above here. So we have to wait for that to happen now. So here. All right, market continue going down. That's fine. I have to wait for the liquidity grab. All right, so we have a what we have here. We have a lower
Okay.
high, right?
Yeah.
So we have over here, order block. I mean, liquidity grab. We have a order block
Order
right here,
block.
and then we look for possible liquidity grab. Okay, we wait. So market went down here, create a lower high. All right, so you grab liquidity and tapping into the order block right here. All right. So what we need now for us to take the trade.
A minor break.
Right? So we're gonna do this. So right here, what would it be the setup right here?
No, too high.
It's too high. Well,
Yeah.
I would wait for.
No. That's not an entry here. I don't know. Here, there's not level. Remember that you had to see a level of break.
I would
So-
wait maybe on this level.
Yeah.
But
The
it's
stop
the
loss is
stop
too
loss is
high.
too high. Yeah.
Exactly. So what would it wait for? What would we say that we would do for? So we have a entry here. That's a 40 pips, so it doesn't make sense because we don't have any cover here. So what we have to wait
Mhm.
for? Another
Another-
pullback
Pullback.
and another break. So we have a break here. You see how this candle, bearish candle closed below here? So that's the entry point here for us. So it would be something like this. And now it would make sense for us to take the sell.
Mhm.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody clear here with this one or no?
Yes.
So one more time, recapping this one. And that's something that I see you guys still kind of, hesitating to say. So every time you're looking for a setup, okay, you already know your bias on the 4 hour. And when you drop to the lower time frame, the first thing you have to pay attention to is like what market doing in the pullback. We have multiple breaks. Are we bullish? Are we bearish internally? Okay, so we're bullish here. We're looking for a sell. So now you know what type of now you know how to approach the trade because you already know that market is bullish internally. So I need to see order block top and then a break on my favor. And then market do that, break on your favor. Then you don't chase the price. Market continue going down. You chill out. You just wait. Okay, market create me a liquidity. So I'll grab liquidity. Tapping into the order block. Great. Now I wait for my break. Okay, doesn't make sense for me to take a trade here. So I'm gonna wait for another break. And once you do the second break, then you're good to go to take the buy here. I mean the sell, sorry. Sell. Okay. And this is all about patience. We do here, and this happens like this because we're moving forward with the forward click here. But in reality, for us to take this setup, we should have wait. We're trading for 9:30, and the setup happens to be at 10:35. So we have an hour looking at the price before even we execute the trade, waiting for the confirmation, waiting for the liquidity grab, and waiting for everything. And this is something that you have to keep in mind, that when you're doing back testing, when you go to real time or real trading, back again, things are gonna happen that fast. It's gonna take time. It's gonna be, that's when you have to be patient to take your setup. Okay. Any other question, guys, before we go? Because I have another class here at 9. So I don't know if you have any questions or anything.
In this case, Vlad, as we had this strong move here, shouldn't be better to wait for another setup because we lose all the movement? Because I don't know if
No, not
here-
necessarily. Not necessarily. That's why we do the second break right here, because you're valid and everything is valid. So if you're right here on the setup, market gonna continue going down. This is only the beginning of that push. Okay, so just because of this candle, it not necessarily means that you cannot take it. Okay, you can just wait for it. Like I said, you take it here, and it's gonna play out pretty good. You know, so don't hesitate to take it just because you see a big candle like this. Doesn't mean anything right here. Okay.
Last question, and this pullback when this made like this, we couldn't entry here again. Like I mean,
Nah,
in the
because
pullback.
if you do that, you were doing basically the same thing because you're putting your stop loss here and you don't have your stop loss covered by anything. So market would have easily do this and stop you out and then go down. So here, as the stop loss doesn't make sense, I want to see the market doing a pullback in a second break. In the second break would have been the entry here for us.
Okay.
TP2 hit on gold in Asia.
Right now?
Yeah.
Vlad, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Vlad, I'd just like to, request you something to just check whether, this is okay for me, whether I have, understood your strategy. So if you could go back to 5 minutes in gold.
About recent or bot testing?
Just right now. Just go back 5 minutes in gold.
Okay,
Just
let me
recent.
go. All right.
Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, that's fine. Damn, man, that was a good setup here. Okay.
Gold.
Actually, we could analyze before we go, like we start the bootcamp, because maybe we can catch these trades.
So here, what we're looking at? What exactly you want me to go through?
Yeah, just, whether I understand it correctly, there was a liquidity grab, there was a break of structure,
So
tap
okay,
on
let's
our order block. and boom.
let's go into that because right now
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might not
please.
see exactly what you're talking about. So what exactly is your break here? Here. What exactly? So I know.
No, I took the trade. Just in my trading view, just give you the structure. So, to me, 2377 when this was tapping. So if you
So
could
what time is
see
that? What time is that? So I
just
can.
right now, because my time zone is different, so my setup is a little different.
So you took this buy right here, right? I assuming that you take it here, right? On this break.
Yeah. I gave my shot in the a Telegram group. So I took the buy in 2377.9.
7-9.
Yeah, and let it run till 2381.
Okay, so you took it
7,
here,
7.
right?
7,
Based on
7.
Yeah.
based on here, we took it here. Okay, so let me see.
All right.
Let me see something here. All right.
Maybe all of us we should move to New York time to
No,
that
but
testing to talk
Vlad-
about in the same time.
Yeah.
Vlad, he took it in 2377.9, not 2379.
23.
77. Yeah, 77.
7-7.
Yeah, 0.9.
Right here. All right.
A bit more up.
So here, yeah, I see. Let me see. I would say
I
that
I took mine at 2376.
So
Yeah,
here,
that
what
would have
I
been the
see.
perfect entry.
So it's a good entry right here. What I just looking at is that where would have been the order block that you use? That's what I'm looking at here because I see the liquidity grab, I see the break, but I don't see the liquidity here. I mean, I don't see the order block top.
Order block top.
Vlad, for mine, I used the liquidity, the order block from the candle that formed at 1800, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
I think it's
This
likely
one.
a 15. It's likely a 15-minute candle. I think it's a 15-minute candle.
This one right here.
Yes.
So at that point, yes, it wouldn't be a valid setup right here because we have our order block top on 15. Okay, I see liquidity grab here, right? or even, I mean, we have liquidity grab here, we have liquidity grab here. So we have a couple of liquidity here, which is valid. And then waiting for the break right here was valid here. So it definitely was a good setup right here, right here. So yeah, you have everything. Your question was like, if you're following the strategy here, it has everything. I just was looking at what was the order block that we were using. So I didn't see it, but now I see it on 15. I see that it tapped
Yeah,
into-
sorry, apology. It was in 15 minutes. Yeah, I was following the 15 minutes. Yeah. Apology
Okay.
for that.
No, that's fine. So yeah, that's definitely like it was top. There's liquidity. There's stop on the order block. You have the structure in your favor, and then you have the break right here. And what's a good entry right here? The stop loss makes a lot of sense here. If you take it here, like see a stop loss, would it be, you know, even 20 pips, as is Asia, it would be good because you're covered like right here, you see? So definitely was
Yeah.
a good setup.
You
Okay.
just got 5,000, so should be a good Asian session.
Yeah, that was a good, that was a definitely
Right.
a good setup here.
You gotta be sharing your trades with us, man.
Yeah, I just get it in the Telegram. You know.
Yeah.
While
I mean,
I was
I-
just watching the price section, it came
Yeah,
up.
I took mine earlier and I was hoping it goes up. So yeah.
Yeah, there was
I got
another
stopped out
one in
earlier.
2073. There was another one, so it was nice. Gold is bullish, throughout.
Yeah,
Right.
it's playing pretty good right now. So yeah, I missed this one. I think I'm gonna wait for a 10 to see if I see
Yeah,
something
you
here
should
clear.
you should just stop the boot camp and
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'll look out a couple minutes. I mean, I'm gonna look up 10. If I see something, I'll take it. If not, I just call it. Because I like to look it at a 9, between 9 11. So that between that 3 hours. If I see it, then I take it, because I don't like to take it too late, because then I have to go through, you know, how to take it all the way down to London. I don't want to do that, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
It doesn't make sense to hold on to it for forever. Like,
exactly. So, but yeah, that's a pretty good setup, guys. I mean, I like it that you guys are taking your own tricks, and I see that you guys are learning the strategy, which that's what we're here
no,
for.
thank you
So,
so much. Thank you so much. It helps a lot. I don't know about others, but it helped me a lot. I told you before that I was doing fine, but taking a lot of losses. So that's I'm cutting the losses. So thank you so much.
all right,
Are
that's
you
fine.
getting paid on that prop firm, CFI?
Mm-hmm. That's great,
Yeah,
man.
it's a 100% real account and 100% real money. So my money is there. So yeah, they do the payout very quickly whenever I require it. It's a matter of
It's not,
24
it's not a
to-
funded, it's not funded account, it's a broker, Eric.
It's my money.
so-
I really don't understand about this funded, non-funded. It's my money I put in and I trade it with my
Oh,
money. So
Your
He's
personal
doing,
account.
he's doing the same thing that I'm doing. He's trading his own money. He's not doing
Okay,
his own
okay.
things here.
Mhm.
yeah. I don't understand this prop form and other things. I'm sorry about that, but this is how it.
No, that's fine.
and that- Gotcha.
Vlad, did you think about to do a boot camp, but like in physically, like to 10K boot camp, and we go there for a week, something that could be nice. Huh?
Yeah, I always try to do something like that, but I think it's like, to be honest, like when you do it on like physically like that, first of all, like you have gonna have charged too much. And one thing that I see is like, no everyone. I mean, I'm not saying like I charge, cheap. I'm kind of between that good price because of the information that I provide. But if I do something like too high, then I wouldn't be helping a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So the point here is not for me to make money at the at the end of the day, is to make money or make more money, but also to help people. So I have to do it in a balance for that I can help people. But definitely, I'm thinking about doing something like that. The same thing as copy trading. I have a couple of things coming up, so maybe I do some events in person like that, and we do like a big mansion, and then we go all there.
Yeah.
We have a
It's-
great time.
You charge like a higher price, but then it's like it's a nice experience, and we can learn a lot from you, not only the strategy.
No,
Like,
yeah,
it's like-
that's something like a
it's so
lot of
good.
people don't understand. Like, and I know I charge a little bit higher than a lot of people, but the information is there. Like, if you follow my strategy, that 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000, like say somebody pay for it, it's gonna get back to them pretty easy if you follow my strategy. So, sometimes you pay for good things. Sometimes you might pay 1,000 for something that doesn't work, and sometimes you pay
Bro,
more. So
people pay 30K for uni to get paid 2K a month.
exactly. Exactly. So yeah, man. But yeah, guys, I see you guys on Monday. Go through the videos, back and forth. Any questions, just let me know through the chat. Keep trading, keep practicing. And yeah, any questions that you might have, just let me know through the chat over the weekend. If you have about testing going on, just let me know. I get back to you, and I see you guys on Monday. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
see
you.
you.
All right,
Have a
guys.
good
Take
weekend,
care.
guys.
You.